Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you so much for joining me and welcome. So today's video, if you could not tell already from the title and from the thumbnail, today's video is my take on the Jordyn Woods Red Table Talk makeup look. She looked phenomenal. If you guys have not seen the video, just Google it and you will see how good she looked. Y'all, sis came out beat and she looked so good. The makeup was very sweet and soft and subtle, and I just wanted to give my take on the look. So if you guys would like to see how I achieve this look, please keep watching. But before we do, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you already subscribed, be sure to hit that bell notification so you guys won't miss out on any of my uploads. Without further ado, let's jump to this video. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna start off with is my Pond's moisturizer. And I wanted to start off with a cream just to get my skin nice and ready for my foundation. Next, I'm gonna be taking my Huda Beauty Foundation Primer. And I'm just gonna take a little bit. Whenever I do like a matte look, I feel like I have to moisturize really well so that it has that nice velvet type of look versus a more just dry matte type look. And it's winter outside, don't nobody got time for that. So for my foundation, I'm going to be taking my favorite drugstore foundation, which is the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. And this is in the shade 330. This whole situation to me is really crazy. Is this like a publicity stunt or what? Like, the crazy thing about it is just how the media is so I'm sorry, Twitter had me so weak, and of course Black Twitter had me weak. Like, I love us, but I just honestly feel like the only thing I really just have to speak on is the fact that I just didn't like these grown behind women judging her or like just coming for her neck. Listen, Jordyn is 21 years old and Chloe is however old, but all of these old women like had all these things to say, and I'm just like, bruh, if y'all don't leave this little girl alone. I will say that that wasn't the smartest decision to go to Tristan's house, but at the same time, I also feel like if one of my friends, dudes, is having a party, I can see why she felt comfortable. Like, oh, I know him. Okay, cool. Like, that makes it better. You're not going to a stranger house. You're going to somebody you know's house. But the dumb part about that, girl, why are your legs draped over him? That was one thing I did not understand. I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that at all. Not at all. But, you know, it'll run its course. We'll see if it's really, you know, we'll see how it plays out. But, yeah. Ooh-wee. If it is publicity, they got it. They sure did. They really got that publicity, if that's what this is. And I need Chloe not to act like she's holier than thou, because they got receipts on her too. Now, I'm not saying it's okay. I don't feel like it's okay at all. But at the same time, if you're going to dish out some stuff, you need to have the same amount of grace for it to happen to you. Like, you can't judge what she did if you are living foul the same way. You got to keep the same energy. But, you know, that was my devotional yesterday. It was basically, well, that's what we summed it up as. Keep that same energy. For my concealer, I'm going to be using the Jouer High Coverage Liquid Concealer. And this is in the shade Dulce de Leche. And I'm just going to highlight. Now, the one thing I really like about this concealer is the fact that it's full coverage and very creamy. Like, it's a thick concealer, okay? Like, thick. She thick, honey. Real thick. Like, Jordyn is really a sweetheart. I was fortunate enough to be able to do her makeup this time, actually last year. And yeah, she was super sweet. Her mom, they were like, they welcomed us with hugs. Like, she didn't have to do that. She could have been real diva. And honestly, as flawless as her makeup was on the Red Table Talk, sis is that flawless in person. Like, I was like, how? Alright, so now that that's all blended out, I'm going to be taking my Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder, and this is in the shade Banana Bread. So I'm going to take just a little bit, and I'm just going to pat it to make sure that I'm mattifying, like, you know. Moving along to brows, Jordyn already has naturally full, beautiful brows. We're going to try to recreate that with our own little twist because I naturally don't have any brows. So we're just going to finesse real quick. I'm going to start off by taking my Anastasia brow definer in the shade Caramel, and I'm just going to use this to begin to build the brow. Next, to build my brow, I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Dipbrow. So I'm just going to kind of focus this on the tail end. Very lightly. We don't want nothing too gray. And then I'm just going to add some. And then I'm going to take that Jouer concealer. Moving on to eyes, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of concealer, and I'm just going to buff that out with this fluffy blending brush just to act as a primer for my eyeshadow. And then I'm going to kind of set that actually because I don't want it to be too sticky. So I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Soft Glam palette, and I'm going to be taking the shade Burnt Orange. Make sure you tap off because you want this to be very subtle. For my lid, I'm going to be taking orange soda, and I'm going to mix a little bit of tempura to add that to my lid. So one thing that caused all the right attention were her lashes. They looked so good, and they were very just flirty and really pretty. So I'm going to be taking the Ardell wispies. Before you put your lashes on, just make sure you customize them, put them on, and cut off any excess that's hanging off the corner of your eye, because trust me, nothing is worse than your eyelash poking you throughout the day, y'all. That's like one of the top 5 worst feelings ever. Alright, so before I add my lashes, I'm gonna just do a nice coat of this mascara. Alright, so while we let that dry, we're just gonna finish off the remainder of my face. Her blush looked very, very subtle, like almost not even there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this Karity blush balm in the shade Coral Kaboom, and I'm gonna take this soft shade right here. So I'm just gonna take a little bit on my brush, and then I'm gonna wipe off the excess because we don't want it to be like too pigmented. And I'm just gonna add that to the apples of my cheek. Like, you really can't even see it, but that's the point. Okay, so her look was super, super subtle, and there was barely any highlight. There was no, I didn't see no highlight. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't see no highlight, except for a little bit on the nose and in the inner corners. I'm gonna take my Laura Mercier Glow Powder. So I'm gonna add a little bit to my tip of my nose, very, very gently. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of that to the inner corner, like very minimal. That's not doing it for me. Ugh. Alright, that wasn't doing it for me, so I'm gonna add a little bit of my Hustle Baby Killawatt. I'm just gonna put a little bit right there and right here. Alright, so Jordyn's lips looked very like soft and, you know, like a really nice, pretty, yeah, very soft and nice. I'm gonna take this shade by The Real Her, but this looks more pink. I don't know. Nope. Let's see what Peachstock does. I don't know how I feel about that. So on top of that, I'm gonna be taking the Alissa Ashley Nude Rose. And then on top of that, I'm gonna take a little bit of my Oh Baby lip gloss from MAC Cosmetics. All right, now I'm just gonna finish off with a little bit of Fix Plus. All right, you guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I had a lot of fun just creating this. Like, it's very soft and subtle and pretty and just like polished. Her makeup artist was really onto something when she created that look, because she looks so innocent and just beat. I don't know. I was so focused on the makeup. I wasn't even, I lied. I was all up in that tea, but I was still admiring her face as well. If you guys like this video, please be sure to thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And while you're here, check out some of my other videos. Yes, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.